everybody, Phil Tubbs here with I Never Met a Stranger I Didn't Like, and we are back, baby. It's been a minute, but we're back, and I have an amazing guest with me for the very first episode back into it after a year, Mr. Travis Peck, a.k.a. George Melton.
A.k.a. George Melton on Facebook.
People, just in case nobody else knows who I'm talking about here.
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. This is awesome. Man. I'm excited, man. I love all these, so it's great.
I've been wanting to have you on on an episode since we started. We had Steve, your bandmate.
Yes, sir.
He did the very first episode with me. I was so nervous, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, how am I going to do this? And I was like, I'm going to ask a person that I've known for years.
Perfect.
And Steve was like, yeah, let's do it. He's like, I've never done this, though. And after, we were both nervous, and then afterwards, we were like, that was awesome. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Like, that was fun.
Got into the flow. Yeah,
you're like, that was good.
Well, that's what's great, like doing music and stuff. Like, people, a lot of times you meet musicians that are like, super closed down and quiet. Oh, yeah. And like, I was a communications, radio, and TV guy back in the day, so it's never been a problem for me.
Talk. Yeah.
Like, I'm all about it. So like, let's do it, man.
Let's get out there and have some fun.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be here.
Awesome. Well, guys, this, the podcast is designed, not only to kind of know, like, about what you do,
right,
and what you are, but kind of get to know you as a person. Sure. I mean, you are a very influential person in Claremore and the surrounding areas, not just because of the band, but with RSU and all the work that you guys do there. And you do a lot with the community.
I appreciate that.
And so, I mean, you guys play free gigs for charity stuff all the time.
Sure.
I mean, that's a big deal. That takes your time, and that's something that you do. So I mean,
well, thank you.
It's a really cool thing that you guys do. Wanted to have you on so we can just kind of get to know you a little bit better. So,
sure,
Travis, tell us besides talking about the band, what else are you kind of known for?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm born and raised in Claremore, first of all. So
born and raised Okie.
Right down,
Claremore
literally Claremore Regional Hospital back in the day.
I tell people Claremorons were too dumb to leave.
That's right.
We love it, though.
We love it. We love it. And it's funny because I was out in Alva a couple weeks ago playing music, and this girl thought she was going to be really clever. And was like, what we call people from Claremore? And she was from Owasso, by the way, it turns out, but that's a whole other story. And she was like, Claremorons. I was like, that's pretty creative. I'm pretty sure my dad did that in the gridiron like 35 years ago. But
they've been doing it forever.
It's whatever. It's cool. But also, we're the only ones who are supposed to call each other that. But it's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like we can only say it ourselves.
Yeah, it's a badge of honor, for sure. No, for sure. So I grew up in Claremore High School graduate, 2001, and then went off to Oklahoma State for a whole year and a half. Didn't go to class. Met my wife, who I actually knew from Claremore as well. One of my roommate's older sisters. So she's, I know you wouldn't know to look at us, but like she's older than me.
I wouldn't know that.
Exactly. And then we got married like 5 seconds later, and then moved back to Claremore when she got a teaching job. We had a kid about 10 seconds after that, and so I've got a 22-year-old, and he was born on my 21st birthday, which was kind of
that's good. I mean,
crazy. So that's maybe some people don't know, but like he was born super early, so he weighed 3 pounds when he was born, but like now he's 6'5" and like 200 pounds, so you would just never know. But he was born way early, and on my birthday, 21st birthday, so we were supposed to have a big party. And instead we had a baby. So
different kind of party.
It was a different party.
Different kind of party. Yeah. Tired party.
Yeah. And so then came back to Claremore and was working and going back to school at RSU and worked in the communications department, radio stuff, and then got my first job in Tulsa, and that was that. And then back to Claremore to work for moreclaremore.com, which was a website that was running for a few years there.
You guys kind of, More Claremore really kind of started off, I think, that social media age of letting people know what's going on in events. You guys really kind of, we didn't have that around here before that.
No, there wasn't anybody that taking the like reins on that really. And so the Meltons that's who actually started it, and they did an awesome job. And that was the idea. They're like, there's a lot of good. Yeah, let's talk about the good. Like, why are we not talking about the positives? And
that's why I did the podcast.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's museums and there's parks and there's lakes and there's RSU and there's like
great things to talk about.
Yeah. So let's do that. So that's how that kind of happened.
And then you kind of got sucked into RSU and
from More Claremore, I think I was on like 7 boards at one time. At one point, it was like ridiculous. Like, it was like, am I doing this for a living? Am I on boards for a living?
How much money am I making?
Yeah, is it $0? Wait a minute. No, but it was fun. And then my boss currently moved to Claremore, and I think I just recently heard that his wife was like, hey, how about that goofball that's on More Claremore? Like, he seems like he knows things, and maybe he went here. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I did. Alumni Director. So he was like, come help me
boom.
learn about Claremore, and let's pull some alumni back. And I was
That's
like, all right,
awesome.
sweet. So now I've been there for 6 years, like this last month.
That's crazy.
I know, it's nuts. Like,
Time is just. I feel like you just started there. Honestly,
That's how it feels.
I kind of.
Yeah.
You just posted it. That's It's kind of.
Absolutely.
I know it's weird. Like I stay connected with everybody through like Facebook. I weirdly like stalk everybody, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. You know, like, that's so cool. You know.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of.
Sure.
I mean, I got 4 kids, and my kids are young still. So like
Right.
getting out and going to places and things like that doesn't happen a whole lot anymore. You know how that goes when you have little
Absolutely.
ones. But I got 4 of them, and it's just that's enough as it is. So I like sit there and scroll on my phone.
It's a lot going on. I don't even know. Like I've got 2 buddies that have 2 kids each, and we've tried to get together, and it's like once every 6 months.
Yeah, that's just.
It's like impossible to like make it happen. So
I'm like, yeah, we need to get together. And we're like, yes, we will. And then 2 years later, I run into somebody again. Let's get together. Yeah,
Yep,
totally
that's how it
how it
goes.
is. Yeah, it is. So you're married, kid.
Yep.
Your wife, Jessica.
Yep.
It's kind of, I don't like saying Jessica because that's weird for me because I know her only as Mrs. Peck.
Right.
Because she was my daughter Prudence's teacher, which was amazing. Like, honestly, your wife was probably, I think, was meant to be her teacher. She was put there for a reason.
That's great.
I don't know. My daughter's autistic, and so we pushed for her to be in regular ed classes.
Yeah.
And she's been doing great. But she has her moments and has her hard times, and she needs a little bit of a keep on going, a little poke.
Yeah.
But also that same heart it's kind of, you got to have that weird balance. And your wife was the perfect person.
Well, thank you very much for saying that.
That came in there and helped her.
She is. You're right.
I don't know how you're honestly.
Well, let me tell you this, based on what you just said, and I'm not downplaying autism in any way, shape, or form, but before my wife, I had a 0.0 GPA, and after I had a 4.0. So I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
She knows how to teach.
You're like,
to her strengths.
She knows how to teach somebody that may not be the smartest person in the world.
Or trying their hardest sometimes. I'm just saying. No, that's all. Well, that's very nice of you to say. And
she pushed her to, and she
That's awesome.
did great. And we love, I mean.
It's her calling.
Yeah,
it's
honestly,
legit her calling. Like, she loves it.
That's what she's meant to do.
That's what
this year, my other daughter has Miss Ward, which is right next to her, and I know you guys are really great friends with Miss Ward. We really do love the teachers over where she works at.
They're great.
They're amazing people. The office staff, nurse, everybody from top to bottom, they're all great.
Yeah.
And so, your wife literally she fits right in there, and your son, he works. He's helping out with the youth lacrosse.
He is. Yep.
So
he's involved with lacrosse.
Did he play lacrosse? Or?
Oh yeah, he did. We were like one of the first batches through. So Eric Munden started basically all the youth sports in Claremore. If you don't know.
Yep.
And he was like, man, we got to do this thing. It's lacrosse. It's taking over. It's burning, and we got to do it. And I was like, you do know I've never held a lacrosse stick. I don't even know the rules at all to this. And he was like, you'll be fine. You can coach it. And I'm like, all right. So I coached when he was a little kid.
Just jumped in there.
Jumped in. Keith White, a guy from Verdigris, and his son Colin, they joined in, and we were like co-head coaches or whatever, and no clue what we were doing. Just knew we were having a good time. And you get to throw balls at people with helmets on. Like, it's super fun. So,
run into each other.
And so, so now full circle, Preston is now helping with Claremore Youth Lacrosse and coaching.
We had the Claremore Youth Lacrosse team or coaches on. We had all of them on at one time.
Nice.
It was a long episode because we just had a lot of talking.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, loud, crazy. So we know the guys, they're awesome. They're amazing people. The teams are.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're killer teams too. They're really good.
Oh, they're good. They're good, and they're learning. I mean, it's
it's a newer thing for Claremore.
It is a newer thing, yeah. And it's a big learning curve.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, it's
totally
you know what I mean. Like,
I wouldn't know what to do.
No, it's a lot of hand-eye coordination that you wouldn't expect, if that makes sense.
I couldn't do it. Everybody, I'm 6'5", and everybody's like, "Oh, I bet you played basketball, didn't you?" And I said, the whole goal is to get the ball into the hoop. Not happening. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm so uncoordinated. I can't do it. So kind of defeats the purpose of the whole game.
Again, everybody has their strengths, so that's how it works.
Yeah, I just stay on the side and I play the music for you. That's what I did.
Nothing wrong with that.
I was the guy that set up the PA system and was playing the intro music, everything. That's what I did.
That's awesome.
And everybody's like, what the heck kind of music? Because I mean, I was a little emo kid too.
Nice.
So, I had my hair in my face and I'm playing this crazy music.
They're going, like, it's basketball, right?
What is
hype
this?
up?
And I'm like, this is hyping me up, but totally different. So, been in Oklahoma, born in Claremore.
Yep.
There's other places you can go. I mean, even for the musical, there's some other places that you could probably go further past. But what keeps you here? I mean, what keeps you here in Oklahoma?
Man, I tell you what, I would probably a few years ago, I would have said family and all that. And now it is kind of shifted. Still love my family, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But music and the people that we get to work with all the time has been really, really holding us here in the best way. Like, we've traveled outside of Claremore. We've traveled outside of Tulsa. We've actually been, London, and we've been to a couple other places and cool stuff. I mean, nothing too fancy or anything, but don't get me wrong. But man, like, the music scene in Tulsa, I know people talk about it a lot, but it's up there. Like, it is top notch. You go to big major metropolitan cities and you're like, oh, we're going to hear really good. It's not always better. Like, just because they have more doesn't mean it's better. You know what I mean? And so,
I was in the music industry right out of high school. I ran the Vanguard before it was the Vanguard. It was the Marquee. In King of Clubs, which is now 320 on Main.
Yes.
So I was in the music industry. We have an amazing music. Even just the local people.
That's what I mean. Yeah, absolutely.
Just the local.
Any given day.
And we get all kinds of people that come here and play. I mean, we got Canes, which we'll get to that here soon.
Sure, absolutely.
But we've got some amazing things.
Oh yeah, no, it's
when
incredible.
It comes to music around Oklahoma.
It's incredible. And so I mean, that's one of the things keeping me here now. My folks live, just a mile down the road from me. And that's not a bad thing either, It's
funny.
And the in-laws live 20 miles the other direction, so, it's
right there.
It's easy.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. When we were, before we got married, we had to go you didn't have to go, but pre-marriage counseling thing or whatever through the church. And I remember the priest was like, we were at OSU at the time.
Yeah.
So there's people from literally all over the world. And he walks over and he's like, where are you from, to these two people next to us? And one was from Chile and the other one was from France or something like that. And he's like, you're going to have problems. Like, your family's going to want you to go there, and your family, it gets to us, and we're both like, we're from the same hometown, and he's like, you're going to have problems because you also are the same stuff. Yeah, like the same stuff.
You need to live a little bit further away.
It doesn't matter where you live. Like, it's a good point. I was like, I like that. That's a pretty solid assessment.
That's funny.
So.
Yeah. And the funny thing about your parents, one time I was at the dog show a couple years ago, and I'm standing there and watching these dogs hunt these rats, through these hay bales. And I'm like, this is pretty cool. And I'm talking to a couple that's standing next to me, and I'm like, man, they look so familiar. Like, my brain's not clicking. And we're just going back and forth. I go, you look so familiar. Yeah. And she goes, oh, I work at Walgreens. Maybe that's where you're from. I was like, oh, maybe, yeah, that's probably it. And I'm like, but he looks familiar too. And they're like, oh, maybe, our son, Travis. And I was like, Travis, oh, okay. Yeah.
There it is.
So I'm like, we're just sitting there having a conversation with your parents.
Yeah.
Not even realizing they're talking to you. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we got to get a selfie. And I had to send it to you. Be like, hey, look cool. Yeah. So.
Yep. They're pretty friendly people. I mean, I'm just saying.
People. I mean,
they talk to anybody and everybody.
She worked at Walgreens for
20 years, basically.
For a long time. Yeah. Everybody knew her.
So you're talking about seeing everybody in Claremore. Yeah. Like, she literally saw pretty much everybody.
Until she retired.
Yeah.
What, last year?
I think last year, yeah. She's about a year in.
Man.
Yeah. So she knew everybody.
Is she enjoying it?
Oh, yeah. She loves it. Yeah. And like my dad before that, he back in his 30s was, on school board and did the gridiron here in Claremore and like all those things. So he was involved in all of the activities.
And he's pretty darn good in Santa Claus.
He's pretty good Santa Claus, yeah.
I mean,
Kringle Peck, look him up.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So I mean, Christmas time, you're looking for somebody.
I know a Santa Claus guy.
We know Santa. So let's talk about a little bit about the band. We kind of got to just you. Let's talk about like how you kind of started out. It was George Melton and the Bison,
right?
And then.
Yeah, then it grew from there. So I'll go backwards a little bit even. Does that work? So Musicians Haven started in Claremore. It's a nonprofit. Their goal, and this is the Figners, Andy and Sarah Figner, that run Rye Design, which you should also have them on this podcast because that'd be super fun. They would be terrified to be on a podcast, just so you know.
Perfect. That makes it even better.
The best way. They're both the best people in the whole wide world. But they had Musicians Haven, which was basically a passion project. They were like, we want to have live music and do live music in Claremore. And so they did. And they would have people that were coming through town and do different stuff. And they would have jam nights. So at one of those jam nights, Steve Jones, the guitar player, the Bison guitar player, shows up with his electric guitar, because of course he did.
Of course.
And it's mostly acoustic guitars, just so you know. But and no drums, really, for the most part. That's a whole other story.
That's where we go.
That's a whole other story. But anyway, so he shows up. I think we ended up sitting next to each other. And he was way better than like everybody there. Like he just was. He's a very good player. And I barely knew like 3 chords at the time, I think, anyway. And anyway, he says this way he tells the story is he knew that I was going to like talk to him eventually about something. And sure enough, we go looking for him at Lowe's, and I was like, I need to find bearded.
This audio was created with async.com.
We go looking for him at Lowe's, and I was like, I need to find Bearded Steve, because I didn't really know his name. It's like Bearded, and they're like, oh, this, yeah. So we hooked up, and I said, hey, you want to come play a farmer's market thing with me at the gazebo?
Yeah.
Mind you, we've never played any gigs. Like, I don't know how to play gigs.
This is when the farmer's market was over by the museum.
Yeah, by the Museum of History, Claremore Museum. And, they were paying, I think, like $100 or something. We're like, we're getting paid to play music? This is incredible. Let's go. And so we showed up with our, printed out paper. This is 2019. I make it sound like it was 1945, but it was like not that long ago.
Hey, big difference.
Big difference. It has definitely changed. It has definitely changed. So, anyway, so that's how we started. And then we played at Farley's, I think, not too long after that when it was at the old location. And that was 2019. COVID hits. 2020 ruins everything, but not really, because then basically he played a lot of guitar and I played a lot of guitar, wrote some songs, and we kind of like stayed in touch and we're working on some things, wrote some songs and that kind of thing, and came out of that. And I'm going to tell the story from my version. See, you might have a different version. To jump not too far ahead. I was getting ready to turn 40 years old, and I was like, dude, let's have a party.
Yeah.
We'll just have a party. Like, I want to play music. I wonder if you can play at the Canes. Like, how, it's only the most historic venue in all of Tulsa. I'm sure that they just let you show up like an idiot with a guitar
and
play. So basically, I was like, I'm going to book a party and do a thing at the Canes. So we did. I tell Steve Jones, and he's like, we don't have a band, right? And I was like, we'll find a band. We got 6 months. Like, we'll figure it out. So we did. And it's all, it's all those, the like God wink situation and like universe talking to you and all those things. But we find Eric, bass player, and then we find Zach Oliver, who was drumming at the time for us. And great drummer, amazing guy.
Yeah.
I almost said too many kids. That's not the nice way to say that, but more kids than you and less time than you.
Yes.
So how's that?
I watch, follow, because I've known Zach for years. Follow on Facebook. I don't know how he keeps up with everything that he does.
I have no idea. And he's awesome.
He is great, dude.
So he played with it. So that first year, we had a party at the Canes, and it was freezing cold. And I think we still had 500 people there, and it was awesome. And we had a blast. And it was awesome. A great time. And from there, it's just now, it's a whole different thing, in a good way. We've just grown and gotten better. Zach had to bow out because he was like, man, I'm too busy, bro. Yeah. I can't do it. If you got...
Which, understood
100%. And again, this is Steve and I back then. Our conversations were, man, if we could play 2 gigs a month, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be awesome.
And right now, we have 46 things booked between now and September. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot in the best way. Again, we're stoked
it's an awesome thing.
But we're like, whoa. So anyway,
this happened.
When we got into
how did this happen?
Yeah, how did we get to where we are? But it's working out. So Zach bowed out, and we got Ken McDermott came in, and now he's our drummer full time. And
great drummer as well.
Amazing.
Great drummer as well.
One of the best dudes in the whole world too. Nicest guy in the whole world.
Yeah.
And anyway, so it's been the 4 of us now for, I guess, technically 3 years now total.
So
I'd have to go back and look at the timeline on that. But something like that. As time flies.
Time kind of blurs.
Flies.
I don't even...
No, yeah.
I say this happened the other day, and it was 6 months ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I will really think
Yeah.
It was just the other day.
Right.
It's not 6
Well, that's what, back to that. I'm like, well, it was my 40th birthday. Okay, well, I'm 43. So that was
there you go.
At least 3 years ago
Yeah.
that happened. So yeah, it's been a while.
And you guys have been playing Canes
so
for the last couple years now,
so
doing the birthday.
We got to do the birthday bash. Yeah, which was cool. And then we got an opportunity to play there for a wedding, which was pretty sweet as well.
Sweet. Yeah.
And then now, with that relationship, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
We get to open for Stony LaRue.
Which would be amazing.
Which and the Red Dirt Rangers.
Will be a sold out show.
I hope so. I think it should be.
Every time he comes around, it's sold out.
It's going to be a good
time. Does. And I've been to shows there at Canes. He does a great, it's a fun show. I'm excited, and the people are into it. So I think that's really exciting to kind of.
Very exciting.
I mean, not to downplay playing at Canes, but you guys rented it out before. This is your first time really get to play as
the opener,
as a band.
Invite.
You're invited to come play at the Canes.
Sure. Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't know. For me, as playing music, growing up as a kid, and things that's a huge deal. Playing Canes, regardless, playing at Canes is a huge deal.
Absolutely.
Historical. We used to do shows at Canes, and just being in that green room where so many people have stood, amazing artists that.
Oh yeah.
Insane. And but to get up there on stage and play on the same stage as some of the greatest musicians ever.
Yeah,
like that's a big deal. It's really cool.
It is cool. It's awesome.
It's really cool. I'm excited for you guys. I think it's a really great thing.
I don't know if it's the coolest part, but it seems like the coolest part is inviting our friends to get to go play there too. So like everybody that's opened and played at all the bashes has been super fun because they're stoked to be there.
Oh, right.
And like the energy is just super high. Like,
everybody is a musician. They're like,
oh, it's so fun.
Canes.
And this isn't us, but there's a band called 49 Winchester. I don't know if you know about them or not. Most people don't. Sold out show the last 2 times we've been there, which blows my mind.
Crazy.
But the 2 times ago we went, I think the last time they were in Tulsa, they had played at like the Mercury maybe or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
To like 150 people. And so then it was a sold out Kane show. And you could just feel the energy from them playing. You could see the smile. Like the dude wears glasses and a hat and has a full beard, like more than you. And you could just see his smile. Like he was beaming, dude. He was loving it so much. It was so fun. Yeah,
that's so cool. So you guys just got done playing the Vanguard with Emily.
Yep.
Holland Shed.
Yep.
That was her CD. Was it her?
It was just her.
Just a show that she's putting on.
Yep. Yeah. She's getting ready to release more new music.
She's been posting stuff and talking about new music as well. You guys have been posting stuff and talking about new music as well too. We got some new stuff coming.
We do.
You guys just released Horses
and Haulers.
In January.
Yep.
And then now you're gonna give us.
We've got about 5 songs on a new EP that we're trying to get out at the same time as our plan. So we've got 2 basically in the can and then 1 or 3 more that we're working on that are partial. So yeah, I mean not partially, just partially recorded.
Yeah,
I
there's
should
not
say
finished.
But yeah, just not finished. But yeah, so we're working on that, and we hope to have that done definitely before Stony show. Yeah. So that's in June. So we've got some time. So what is it? April? Yeah, we got 2 months.
Tomorrow's April 1st. So
there you go.
There we go. We got some time. It's on the 5th of June. It's on the 5th of June.
We'll get it done.
It's only a month.
Steve, get it done.
Steve, jump on it.
So yeah, we're working on that right now, which is awesome. And then we've got a bunch of fun stuff coming up as well.
Heck yeah, man. So we kind of learn a little bit, guys.
Sure.
On June 5th, I'm going to throw it in there as a plug. June 5th, get your tickets if you like Stony LaRue and
Red Dirt
Rangers. Get your tickets.
And the deal with that is it was already scheduled for during the winter, and then it's the show that got snowed out.
Oh, so
they already had most of it sold out then. So now it's like there's only probably
a few tickets left.
Yeah, there's not a lot of tickets left.
So you better get it before. Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't wait till then.
No, I wouldn't
good
wait.
Good chances you're not getting in the door.
Correct.
But I wanted to plug that in there because Friday, June 5th, because you guys are going to be playing. That's going to be an awesome, big deal. All right. So kind of get back to the family and things like that. So hanging out with the family, things like that. Claremore, and so what are some of the fun things that you guys like to kind of do together?
I mean, so we live near Claremore Lake, so I think that's something that it cracks me up because I work at Rogers State University as the alumni director, right? And every year we get to have a new batch of students coming in from all over the world,
everywhere,
like all over, and not like people from Claremore, And you would be surprised how many people don't know that there's a lake on the other side of town. I know. You're like we have a lake, right, with like trails, and there's like a bike trail now, and they're like, I didn't even know. I didn't know there was.
Really nice
I'm like,
lake.
You should go check it out. There's like kayaking there now, and so but that we go out there a lot and walk and ride bikes and that kind of stuff. We enjoy that. The museums are all awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like, again, been to a bunch of different places and seen a bunch of things. I feel like and. Claremore museums are legit. Like if you're going to be on vacation, like that, we're nerds like that. I don't know about you guys, but like on vacation, like we'll go to a museum and just check it out and see what they got.
My brain's full of a bunch of useless knowledge that I picked up at like different things and just random stuff. And people are like, "How do you know that?" And I'm like,
"Because I went to a museum on a Tuesday."
I don't know. I just remember it somewhere. But yeah, it's this budget. Yeah. But there's so many cool things.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's things I still remember as a kid going to Will Rogers. Museum and just from things there I remember and and then we've got the Mo, which is awesome. They change it. They give us different
new
exhibits and things like that. So it's never exactly the same when you go in there.
Yeah.
And there's some really cool stuff in there.
No, there is. And there's always good events going on. Like, I mean,
and they do awesome stuff.
Oh, the Mo does great stuff. Yeah. Events are cyclical. So like sometimes you've got, like, for example, the rodeo, Memorial Day weekend. Yep. I'm going to say this wrong. It's like the 100 and whatever year. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like 100.
Maybe not.
200.
It's a lot. It's up
something.
there.
I
It's
feel
a
like
lot.
we just had the 100th like a couple years ago.
Something like that. It's a lot. But, so stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, if we can go to those things and attend, we do that. Dickens on the Boulevard downtown, those
Fun
types
stuff.
of things.
Yeah, different stuff. So it's kind of things that are kind of around town.
Also, Hillcat basketball, baseball, softball, like any of the sports. I'm not going to name them all. But yeah, any Hillcat event that you can go to, it is high-level athletics. So like, some people think, they're of the mind of 20 years ago where it's community college. Well, 25 years now, we've been a 4-year university.
Yeah.
We've had athletics since 2008. It's D2 basketball.
It's really
it's D2
good.
everything. It's incredible. It's
all of the
it's better than most of the stuff you used to watch 20 years ago, from a D1 school. Like, it's great. So
they actually are
and it's affordable. Like, it's pretty much affordable family entertainment. I mean,
just go support the local, support the kids. I mean,
absolutely.
The guys, the kids,
they
out
love
there
it. By the
playing
way, like,
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the older you get, and I say this now as a 40-something, like, you would be surprised how much 20-year-olds appreciate that cheering. Do you know what I mean? Having more people there to cheer them on.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is awesome. So community support is.
I'm almost 40 and I'm still like
right.
More people are cheer me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, my kids love going to the RSU game. They do it once a year for school.
Yeah.
And they go and they love it. Like, they look forward to it.
It's fun.
They dance around. I mean, Prue, she gets up and dances around. I always get sent a bunch of videos. A couple of years ago, she won the bicycle and stuff.
Yes.
And so they have a heyday. So it's fun. They really get into it. My cousin was on the dance team.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And stuff too. And so they have some really amazing athletics there.
It's great. No, it's great.
So we kind of, people, they know who you are. They know, I mean, I assume people know who you are.
Sure, it happens from time to time. Time to time.
And you've been around a while, so you know people, and that's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. But, sometimes there's crazy things about us that people don't know. What's something maybe wild or weird that somebody maybe have no idea that.
Wow, that's a good question, and I don't know off the top of my head. I always think that, like, and this is what I guess I would say, is that, like, the way I look doesn't necessarily fit what people think I should like and do, and I mean that because I look like I hunt and fish, and I literally don't do either one of those things. No. So I think it's a little surprising maybe to some people, maybe if you don't know me real well, that you're like, oh, you're like a big musical theater guy? Like, yeah, I'm a big, I like musical theater. Like, I enjoy that kind of thing. Something just, man, I don't have anything just crazy weird that's, public, shareable that I can think of.
Nothing that's PG.
Yeah, nothing PG. No, nothing too crazy. I guess
just maybe you just don't look like you.
Maybe I just don't fit the look. Maybe of the sometimes.
I mean, kind of goes with the song.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm just saying. That's literally Horses and Hollers was about that. It's exactly. Don't ask me about no horses and no hollers. That's the lyric because I don't know anything about it. So I'm out. Yeah. I will not be singing hunting and fishing.
I mean, that's a pretty good thing. I mean, that's something that people may not know. You look at you might be thinking,
if you were to judge a book by its cover, you would be wrong.
You would be incorrect.
You would be wrong.
That's awesome. Well, saying that, how would you say that friends and family would describe you? Like, what are some words you think that they would maybe throw out there? If I were like, hey, Travis, give me some words.
Oh, I'm obviously hilarious. I mean. See, you laugh. That's all that matters.
You're looking around for more people to
laugh.
Here's
the thing. There's nobody else to hear.
There's nobody else to hear.
I think I tell a story well, and so I think that people in general would maybe say that. I can tell a story in a concise way that funny, lands all right. I mean, I'm not saying I'm funny. That sounds. I hate to say that, but I love a podcast. I love stand-up comedy. I've listened to stand-up comedy my whole life, and it's like. I would love to try it. I've never tried it before.
I would love to try it too, but I'm always like...
We should go try it together.
That makes me so nervous.
Oh,
just even thinking about it. Because I think I'm pretty funny.
Right.
And people, I mean, unless people are just being nice,
right.
I feel like they laugh at me a lot.
For sure.
And maybe at me, but that's fine.
Both.
It's still funny.
Both ways.
You know,
yeah, as long as you get the laugh.
Yeah,
like that's the deal.
exactly.
Like, again, back to the Bison and like playing gigs. Like, we could have a terrible gig musically, but I got like 2 laughs, and I'm like, this is a pretty good gig.
Somebody's laughing.
It went pretty good.
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah.
I think that
we're gonna have to try it sometime. Go do
I'm
like
down.
an open mic.
I still want to. Like, I quit a job. Okay, here's a fun fact for you. I quit a job once because they wanted me to do stand-up comedy at the Christmas party. I swear to God, I was 20 years old, roughly.
You're like, I'm not even going to work.
I was in Stillwater. I was working for Atwood's at the time, and the manager comes up, like, this is him, and he's like, hey, everybody thinks you're pretty funny. Will you do some stand-up comedy at the Christmas party? And I was like, let me think on that. And then...
This audio was created with async.com.
Christmas party? And I was like, let me think on that. And then I quit, and by quitting, I mean I left and never came back.
You're like,
I literally never walked back in the door. I never got my last check. They probably still owe me. Atwood's owes me some money. That's probably not how that works. But anyway, yeah, it freaked me out so much.
You're like, no.
I was like, I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. Yeah.
You're like, I can't even tell him no.
No, I couldn't tell him no. And
like, I'm not even
couldn't
gonna
show
say
my
no.
face again because I was like, well, how am I going to do this? So yeah. So there you go. There's your fun fact.
I love
probably
that.
most
That's a
people
good
do
one.
not
I
know
like
that.
So you cannot get a job at Atwood's. I mean, that was probably back before
Probably
they had
not.
all that. I mean,
There were
they may not have you on record anymore.
full circle to your family question. This came up at Christmas time or Thanksgiving, one of the times this last year. And I was like, I've never been fired from a job, but also I've never properly quit a job. I just leave and don't go back. Like, it's not, I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it.
I've done it before too.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
like, I'm out.
You're like, yeah, I never quit. I've never been fired, but I mean,
yeah,
I never got asked back. I just really never gave anybody a chance to, So I mean, that's the way it works. So, growing up as a kid, what are we all kind of have these weird dreams, crazy dreams.
Sure.
I thought it was going to be a veterinarian, and then I thought I'd be a musician.
Yeah.
And things like that. I was going to be a rock star one day. None of that really happened.
Yet.
Yes. Maybe, who knows? Maybe one day I will be a rock star. I'm kind of getting. I mean,
you never know.
Maybe one day. But what are some, like, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Yeah. So it's funny because my sister sang all growing up, and she's 4 years younger than me. And so she played guitar and sang and all the things. I did none of that at all. And we would shoot like music videos and stuff though back in the day. I mean, and I say we, my dad was the camera guy.
Yeah.
But like we did that. I mean, we're talking like 1987, like big camera type situation, right?
Dad's
like,
looking in the
like VCRs attached to it type situation. Like it was old school. But I thought then I was going to be on the radio, like talking, not singing.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a DJ. Like that was my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Casey Kasem back in the day, listen to the countdown, all that, practice doing that. Ended up going to school, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. Then I actually went to Oklahoma State to be a journalist. Well, like I was like, I'll go write for the newspaper and or do radio. That was, it's kind of adjacent. And then, newspapers were dying-ish at the time. Then I found out that radio morning hosts get there at like 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh, I'm out on that.
Like,
there's no way that's going to happen.
Give me an afternoon show.
Yeah. So anyway, I ended up with a radio and TV degree, communications, and a minor in English, and went and worked in the back end of TV, like satellite cable, fiber optic connections and stuff. But anyway, so back to your question. What I wanted to be when I grew up. Yeah, DJ was really, I thought that was it. I was like, I'm going to talk for a living, for sure. Yeah, which I don't not do, but like not the way I thought I was going to do.
Does
that make sense?
Yeah, totally different way.
So like I've always wanted to do that. I always joke that like in some alternate reality, like I'm probably a youth minister somewhere. I have like youth minister vibes. I've been told that multiple times. I don't know how to take that, but like, so.
Yeah, that could go either way.
It could go both ways.
It could go these days anyways. Yeah.
But it's been fun.
You kind of, a little bit. I mean, I don't like totally get it, but
right.
A pastor when you like meet a pastor. You're like,
You're like, oh yeah.
You're like, hi, nice to meet you. And you're like, you're a pastor.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even say anything.
I get undercover cop a lot also, though. So I think it's just my haircut and my face. And I do, it's this thing.
I mean,
like, I'm going to...
You work out, so...
I'm not small, but that's...
so you're kind of like...
Wait a minute. This guy looks a little sus, maybe, potentially.
I can see that, yeah. You're like, you cop?
What's that?
You cop?
I'm not.
You have to tell me.
I have to tell you legally.
You have to tell me if you're a cop.
I am not, sir. I do. Oh, I do. Are we talking about conspiracies? I just brought that up. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I love conspiracies.
I know.
That's the whole thing.
I believe them all. That's all.
Dude, this podcast does never, like, I lay out, kind of have an idea and a plan of where I'm going.
Right.
But it never.
I don't want to get
sidewalks, side paths.
Yeah. I don't want to show my crazy.
We get back to the path eventually.
I get it.
But,
I'm down. That was all. I was just going to say.
I'm 100%.
I just believe them all. Like not maybe 100% all, but there's definitely more than we know.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Honestly,
I don't even like
the craziest thing. Like I went through. Let's see, what is today? Tuesday. So last week, Thursday or so, I went down this weird rabbit hole and I was looking up a bunch of weird, like, government told us didn't happen.
Right.
But then
it definitely did happen.
It did happen.
Sure.
It came out and, this is unclassified now. It did happen. And I'm like, I mean, every time I walk outside and I see a bunch of X's in the sky, I'm like, I can't breathe. Like, I start getting all paranoid. But then I mean, Project, was it Popeye?
Right.
Vietnam War. They cloud seeded to flood them out even longer during the monsoon season, which is funny because when I first read that, my brain immediately went to Forrest Gump.
Of course, yeah.
It rained, it's stinging rain, and sometimes that rain came out from underneath. Yep. Yeah, like he talks about how it just never stopped raining the whole time there. It's because the government was cloud seeding and flooding them out, and I mean, if people are going to be like, "Oh, that didn't happen," Phil, like it's on. You can read it. The government did this. They said we did do this.
They're doing it.
They're doing it now.
Me, almost the most, like, not conspiracy, but like I watch these videos on Veritasium. I don't like it's a YouTube channel called Veritasium. It's all science and like super nerd.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Dude, you gotta look it up. It's amazing. But like I watched a video the other day where they were describing how the microchips are made, and it's called like the world's most expensive machine because it's like there's only one, and this is like what I nerd out about in my people that I see people's eyes just check out, but you're clearly in song, man. So they shoot a laser at a drop of mercury and then they like take the byproduct of that. Right. That's all I had to say. Right. And you're like, that sounds impossible and insane.
And it sounds awesome.
But get this. They didn't have the capacity or ability like 40 years ago when it first was invented. So like they made a machine. Then they were like, we need a mirror that's so flat that like it's never been made before to make this machine work. So somebody came up with that.
So they built this machine and then they were like,
we need a laser that does a different color than we've ever been able to produce a laser. So they figured that out.
We need to make up a color that doesn't exist.
Right. And so it's crazy, dude. But so all that being said, like to show my crazy is I get into those rabbit holes and I'm like, well, if this is real, which it is, they're doing these things. That's how our phones, that's how everything works. Yeah. Right. Then why would you think that they can't do
well, did you not hear about
stuff? I know.
The Russian, did you hear about that Russian, I guess, weapon that they bought off of some gangsters?
No.
Undercover FBI agents or Homeland, something like that.
No, I haven't heard that yet.
Bought this this Russian top secret weapon from these like gangster dudes.
Sure.
And they're like, well, if we could buy it from them, they have it.
Who couldn't?
It's gotten out.
Yeah.
And apparently it's like this like radioactive, like it sends out a pulse.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's like a boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And it messes with your head. And they'd say, it makes you feel like you're crazy. And then you think you're crazy because it's all in your head.
Sure.
And I'm like.
And you can't prove it or disprove it.
And this is just a weapon that somebody can turn on. And you're just sitting there going, am I crazy?
Yeah. I believe it.
No, it's so weird. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm 100%.
Yeah, we can have a whole
podcast.
Yeah, you say when.
A whole series of.
Say when.
So
the Y-Files, do you ever watch that?
The what?
The Y-Files.
That sounds familiar.
It's another YouTube channel. Again, I usually lose people on this part. His sidekick is a talking goldfish, which makes it sound crazy.
I'm down
but it's
with
his comic relief. But like the videos are legit. And the dude has like 10 million subscribers.
I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, sorry. Okay.
Anyway,
full circle.
Right back onto the path here. We're back here. That's just,
it's all good.
That's how we do things.
It's all good.
That's why everybody's like, oh man, I'm so nervous to do this. I'm like, it doesn't. This is just for fun. Just we're hanging out. You forget the camera's there.
Right.
You forget you have a mic on.
No
just
pressure.
Having fun. Anyways, all right. So you wanted to be a DJ whenever you're a kid. And, growing up, we run into these, rough patches, things like that. Things happen. Sure. Maybe we didn't get to the dream we thought we were, or that. But, we kind of get down. Who are some of the people that were there for you in those times when you needed them the most?
Yeah.
And those times maybe what were those some struggles that you had or something that they showed up for you? I know that's kind of a weird question.
No, it's not weird. It's so like I feel so lucky / blessed / whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That they were few and far between. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't have a rough childhood. Yeah. Middle class, upper middle class, like
pretty good
in Claremore, America. Like it was pretty chill most of the time. And my little sister and I got along. She was 4 years younger than me, so like we didn't fight really. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a battle for anything.
Yeah.
And both parents and like it's so crazy like to really learn about like the power of your environment, right? Like, and when you get older and you look back and you're like, oh right, that's why we are the way that we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, having both our folks there and like being super supportive and all those things. Rough patch is the only thing I ever reference as like a turning point in my life is two things. One is my mom's sister got breast cancer in 1994 or was diagnosed in 1994. Mm-hmm. She was a single mom of 3. They were older at the time. Her youngest was a senior in high school, and she ended up coming to live with us at our house, like to finish life, if you will, or whatever. And so that was a turning point for me because I saw like the community surround her. Because at the time, she was going to the Methodist church, and like they all got together and sent her and her kids to Disney World, like paid for it all. And like, I mean, it's 1995. I'm 13 years old or whatever. And seeing somebody being loved on like that, I guess, is like super huge. So it was awesome. And then she passed away, and like she passed away in my childhood bedroom, which sounds, I know, freaks people out a little bit, but like it gave me some sense of calm that I'd like never had before, which is weird, but like in a good way.
Like somebody's there with you.
100%. It was 100% that. And I knew she was in a better place. I felt like I was in a better place as a result of that. And then like, it was one of those cool, like I say cool, it was terrible that she was 44 years old, I think, at the time. Like she was so young. And, again, times have changed now, and probably there's a lot of different things. But, so I always think of that as a turning point. And it was negative that turned positive, which is kind of like trending in my life in general. I guess like when things are bad. Yeah. I just was listening to Pete Holmes. I don't know if you listen to him at all. He's a stand-up comedian. And he said somebody along the way, if you start practicing yes, thank you. Uh-huh. So like when something bad happens, you say yes, thank you, like immediately. Yeah. So your whatever gets delayed and you say yes, thank you. And I'm like, I think that's super helpful. Yeah. And you're like, there's clearly a reason, and this is going to shape something that's going to make me better or whatever along the way. So
I say the older we get, the older that you get, you start to realize, because we start to see that long game sometimes play out for things that we didn't understand when we were 18, 20 years old.
Yeah, absolutely.
We wanted it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We didn't see how the plan was going to be when we're 40 years old. Right. And it totally and the things that were necessities or things that we thought we wanted, we don't even want anymore.
Absolutely.
So your mind change, the mindset of it, you realize as you get older the difference in what it was when you were younger.
Yeah, no, I think that's for sure. And I guess there's good and bad that happens that makes that the case. But I don't have any like major, other than like going back now, like I joked about earlier, but like being like, oh right, I probably do have ADHD, but I've never been diagnosed because we didn't do that 40 years ago, 30 years ago. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I
didn't get diagnosed until like a couple years ago. Yeah. I was seeing a therapist, and she was like, "So when were you diagnosed with ADHD?" And I said,
"I'm
not." And she goes, "Oh, you are."
But you clearly are.
You are. And I was like, "I am." She was like, "Nobody." She goes, "Okay, go watch this video on YouTube. Go watch this. Go read this, and go see that. And then next week, tell me what you think."
Yeah.
And I'm watching these videos, and I'm going, "Holy
check.
That's me." That is 100, like...
And you just think that's how everybody is.
Yeah, and honestly thought I was just... Because I was like, I'm weird, I'm special, like I'm out there, I'm a little bit different than other people, which is fine. I'm totally cool with. That's
same, yeah.
I would rather be that way. I've always been that way.
Right.
But it was just kind of like... and so then a lot of stuff made sense once you start understanding, like, what ADHD does, how it reacts to your body, and all the other stuff that goes along with it, your life starts to add up. And you start thinking about different things, and you go, that was because of that. Yeah. Okay, that makes
you mean,
and you almost kind of feel a little bit better.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I mean, nobody helped me prepare for this.
No,
my brain
this is just how I operate.
Yeah, and
like you mean like walking out of jobs, not finishing a project?
That's not normal.
Crazy. I thought that was just how you quit jobs. I didn't.
See you tomorrow, man.
Check. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, I always thought I'm just a different type of person, which I am. But it was just that's the way my brain works.
Well, and again, I think like you said and made a good point is like you grow up. Okay, this sounds dumb. I'll allow. You only know what you know. As you're going, and then you're like, oh, and you see these big goals and dreams, and it turns out like, then this is what we joke about now. It's like, well, we're doing it. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like you think you're gonna make it, or you want to be the big thing, or but do you really? Like, you really just want to have fun with doing what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're surviving life and having a good time, you're killing it already. Like you're way above most people.
Exactly.
So like.
This audio was created with async.com.
You're killing it already. Like you're way above most people.
Exactly.
So like, I think we talk about that all the time. Like I literally today texted Steve Jones and I was like, we're booking a festival with our friends to play music. Like, I think we're here. Like we're doing what we want to do. Like this is amazing.
You're making some money. You're having fun doing it. Like it's awesome. Totally.
Yeah.
You know what you know.
Yeah, exactly. You just barely,
you're
get
just
by.
getting by. Yeah, you're trying to figure it out. My whole life's been nothing but winging it. And that's,
I thought that was how life worked. And it kind of is overall.
I mean, in
for
general,
some people.
In some,
right?
I can prep all I want, but
sure.
I'm more of a, let's just see what happens.
Let's do it.
Because I don't know what tomorrow's going to do. So I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just have fun, enjoy it. I mean,
for sure.
Doing the podcast and stuff, it was that was my therapist. She was like, you should do a podcast. And I was like, right. I don't know how to do a podcast. She was like, you went to school for sound engineering and video editing.
Talk to people.
You could do that. Yeah. And I was like, oh, but that's totally different from like when I was in school. Like technology has changed since 2008.
Oh, for sure.
And I haven't really done much with it. And so I got on YouTube and I started watching. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I can do that. I can do that. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to have, and it became a therapy thing for me. This is
absolutely,
sitting back afterwards and editing the videos. And I love that.
Yeah.
That's the part of it,
Well, what was it? Was it Key and Peele or some joke, but it was like, the only way that like adult men meet each other is like through podcasts or whatever. It's like, it's not wrong.
What podcast you listen to?
Wait, he's like, there's no microphones. It's like, wait a second.
Exactly. Everybody, it's just have fun. Yeah,
it'd be fun.
And so, just kind of.
Again, I'll go off on a tangent here for a minute. Speaking of like the lack of socializing for the younger generation. Like my kid's a video game kid. Mm-hmm. He grew up, his best friends are online.
And some of them probably are different, like, way off different states.
And like they get, he gets together with them every now and again, like a couple that live in like Kansas or whatever. But like one of his best friends, I think, is like on the East Coast. That's
so crazy.
Probably 5 years older than he is, which now's not weird that he's 22, but when he was like 14, it was kind of weird. But like, anyway, but like, no, literally like talking to an adult person
face to face
is almost never. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people don't do it anymore.
I don't think people realize the effect it can have on you. Like,
oh, for sure.
Your mental, even if it's nothing serious, you're just having fun bullshit. Yeah. Like that.
It's huge.
Your dopamine raises up, and you just feel.
Well, your energy field around you, like you can feel that.
Yeah,
like, that's what music's about.
I'm an absorbent person. Like I feel 100%. People's. Somebody walks in and I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I can feel it. But when you say music too, like I can listen to, like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if I'm like just trying to make myself seem cooler or whatever, but I feel like I can feel when somebody wrote something, what they felt when they wrote that song.
Absolutely.
And I can feel when somebody didn't feel anything for that song.
Right.
It's empty. It's a catchy song. Don't get me wrong,
sure.
but
it's not their feelings.
Yeah, it's like somebody else wrote the song and you're singing the words.
Absolutely.
Kind of, and you can feel it, and I can feel that kind of thing. And so certain bands, like I'll listen to, I I will love an artist, but
Right.
only one song because I can tell that is the one song that
Right.
they have.
Oh,
feelings
absolutely.
for. Like the
Yeah.
rest of the album is just
Yeah, I don't tend to generalize an artist like where I'm like, oh, I love everything they've ever done. There's almost never.
There's very
Like,
few
yeah.
artists that I'm like, I love everything.
Yeah, they can't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
not
like
me.
even the Beatles, like I don't love every single song they did,
Sure.
but I still, 100%.
Yeah, I like them. I mean, right.
Still,
Yeah, but I mean, and this is unpopular opinion. People love U2, like the band U2. I'm like, all right, I get it.
There's a couple songs.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like I do. That's what I always have to say. I'm like, it's not me.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
Like that's true of a lot of people.
I mean, there's only a few people. Like most of the time, I'm like, oh, you don't like them, cool. But there's like some people, like if you don't like the Beatles,
right.
like, and you say you like music, like, I mean, you don't even have to like the Beatles. At least respect what they did. Or, I mean, if you tell me
There's
you
that
don't
too.
like David Bowie, things like that, I'm like, do you like music? Do you
Why do you hate
understand?
music so much?
Understand what music is? Because what you're telling me you like is not music. I'll get offensive real fast because those are the type of those. I mean, to me, late 60s, mid 60s is when music really became something different.
Oh yeah,
it was a time change where I don't have to be my dad's man anymore.
Right.
I'm going to be my own person.
thing.
And people stopped singing just songs about lovey-dovey stuff. It was about what was going on in the world.
Yeah.
And so we've started to feel more from it. And I think that's when it started.
And I think that's like today. I saw a video the other day, and they were like, if you notice all the, I don't want to say like radio play. That's not necessarily, but like the popular music now all sounds very similar.
Exactly the same.
And it's like it's because they're trying to match this algorithm or whatever. And I'm like, but back to our conversation, there's sold out shows all over the country from bands you've never heard of. And the reason is because somebody's connected with them. Like, that's awesome. Like, to me, that's the best thing. Like, we like bands that usually I bring them up and people are like, I have no idea who that is. I'm like, right, but last show we went to was sold out for 20,000 people. And it was awesome. And then, like, anyway.
Yeah, no, totally.
But back to that, it's the vibe, right? It's like it is that energy where you're like, I'm feeling it and I'm having a good time. It's the whole dinner thing. Like, it's who you're with.
Yep.
Not the food you're eating type thing. It's the same thing.
It's
I feel
really,
like.
no, 100%. And I mean, I think that's why you guys, you guys put on such good shows because you do.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know. It's you're not just playing, and you can. And a lot of times, even with bands that do play other music and things like that, you can get. Bleh.
Yeah.
You can get boring.
For sure.
Eventually, over time,
Yeah.
they just keep on singing the song, and they may be a great band, but it's just that.
Yeah, like mechanical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just there to play. They're just like a jukebox, and they're just playing. They're not putting on a show.
Right.
And
we try. We love it. Like, we have a blast doing it. So, like, hopefully that's the energy we bring. Which, again, to live on compliments from 5 years ago, some lady told us we brought good energy to the night, and we're like, there you go.
There you go.
We're never going to
You're
forget that
living
lady.
We bring good energy. Some lady told me 5 years ago. So I'm just saying that's how it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all you need to know.
So, kind of, I mean, really, we're kind of to the point now, like, here we are in your life. Like, what are you excited about right now? Like,
Man, I tell you what, like, you caught me on the weirdest and the best day. So,
love it.
To give you all that at once. So, today, over the course of time, it all came to today. Let's put it that way. But we played a couple gigs out in Jay, Oklahoma at this place called America's Outdoor Adventure Park. It's like they do side-by-sides and there's like a race track and a bunch of stuff that, again, most people don't know about if you don't do that stuff. I didn't know about it until we started playing music out there. It's amazing. There's like a pool and cabins and like.
And it's just in Jay?
Yeah, it's in Jay, Oklahoma. They have a giant stage, outdoor stage that they used to do some shows on a few years back. They have new owners, all this stuff. Anyway, all that said, these guys were like, hey, can you help us book some bands for Memorial Day weekend? We're like, I mean, I'll see what we can do. So literally today, I spent most of my day reaching out to all of these contacts we've made over the last 5 years through music, which is dope. And like, in the best way, almost every one of them got back to me immediately and was like, I want to do that. Can I play? Like, that's awesome. Like, so that says to me, like, we're doing something right, like by all these people. So we're helping put that together. Then I'm on the Oklahoma Film and Music website today, which if you don't know what that is, you should go check it out. It's literally any artist, musician, whatever in all of Oklahoma. You can go and submit your stuff and like be on this database. So I was on that this morning at 10. At 4:45 today, I got a phone call from the Oklahoma Film and Music office asking if we would play like just the duo, or if we would play like a little corporate event that they're doing in Claremore at RSU.
Heck yeah.
Because we came highly recommended. I was like, well, that's dope.
Well,
that's
yeah.
a pretty good day right there. And then all that said, we got new music coming out, and then like it was just one of those days where like everything came together for music, and then like this is
we're
now
finishing
here,
out the day,
finishing on a podcast.
Yeah.
Like that's freaking awesome, dude.
Having
like that's
fun.
so yeah. So what am I excited about? All of that.
Everything's
coming up and coming together, and like back to our conversation of like what's making it, quote unquote. Like I feel like we're making it like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
is fun. We're having a great time doing what we want to do. So I'm excited about all of that, and we've got a bunch of gigs coming up.
Heck yeah!
And now just expanding the reach. That's the goal. So
that's kind of the next question. Where are you going to see yourself in 5 years? Expanding the reach.
I want to. My goal for the band in 5 years is to keep producing music every month we can, every year. Put some new songs out there. Have somebody pick one up. Go do something big with it, maybe. That'd be awesome. Even if it's not us, that's fine. Throw it in a Netflix movie or something. And that'd be dope. Get us on Hulu, whatever. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. Just like in the background, and all of a sudden you're watching some, show, and you're like, wait a minute, I've heard this song before. Yeah, that'd be kind of sweet. And then just to take the music everywhere. Like, I really want to go travel around, because I feel like what we do helps most people. It's fun. Like, if you're... I used to say this when I did event planning stuff before too, is like, if there's music and drinks and food and you're not having a good time,
it's on you.
It's on you, bro. It's totally on you.
That's not
I don't
my
know what
fault.
to tell you. Like, you can have some pretty bad of one of those three things and it's still pretty good. So
you're like,
meh, yeah. So, and then like to shamelessly plug RSU as well, if that's okay in this
100%.
5 years from now at RSU is going to look crazy different, because like we're building a $35 million STEM building right now, and it's going to be up and running in a couple of years, and 46,000 square feet.
How do they build something that fast, that big, that
Dude,
fast? Like, it's insane to me these days. Like, how fast they just poof.
I know, it's incredible. So it'll sit right next to the Stratton Taylor Library, which again, if you've never been to RSU, go tour the campus. It's not huge, but it's bigger than you think, and it's like,
literally just travel a
little circle around
there. Yeah,
but it's beautiful, and there's awesome nature trail up there. By the way, it's open.
Stop by the nature trail.
Yeah,
that's kind of your little secret hit.
For sure,
because people really don't.
No, they don't all know.
They really,
and it's awesome.
And I mean, you can see pictures of it, but you don't really understand it till you go along.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, you're gonna like see deer and squirrels and like all the wildlife just hanging out and like chilling right there. It's pretty fun.
And they're kind of used to people, so they're not like super skittish. They're just like, hey, what are you doing?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So, but RSU in 5 years is going to be amazing, because it's going to be, I mean, like enrollment's going to be up. There's all kinds of programs. We got education programs going on and a bunch of other things.
RSU in the last 20 years has just it's become such a long.
Totally different.
From whenever I was, even just when I was in high school,
right?
It's just so much different than what it is now. They've grown and just become this mecca college in the area.
So many opportunities, man.
Yeah,
and affordable.
And affordable.
Like low
and
key.
And if you live around here,
super affordable.
It's really, I mean, you've got in-state tuitions. It's all, great. And I mean, we have some pretty amazing people that went to RSU, that alumni that come from there. You know? I mean,
we're about to have our alumni awards. Again, I don't know when you're putting this out for sure, but
when's the awards?
April 25th. So
this will be out before
that. So April 25th, we're having our alumni awards, of which one of our alum winners this year is Senator Allie Seifert, which is our first senator that's an alum from RSU.
It's so crazy watching Allie go from. I've known Allie since she was because she was in my brother's grade.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she was a little kid. I watched her play basketball, go to school. We went to school, and now I'm like,
yeah, now you're a senator.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm getting emails from you, So I told her that eventually we're probably going to see her in DC, and she was like, I don't know if I'm going to go that high. And I was like, I wouldn't say.
She's really good at it,
but
man.
She's
really good at
smart.
it.
She's a really smart person. Yeah, but I mean, those are the type of people that we get from RSU.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a small college, but
this is my pitch about RSU, which is kind of awesome. Is our nursing program has always been really good, and our average score is a 90. I'm going to say this wrong, but it's 96.5. And the national average is 79. It's seriously,
something, yeah.
We're the highest in the state, but we're also highest in the nation. And then we have a 99.9% placement rate.
That's crazy.
So you come there and you get through our nursing program, you get a job, and it's awesome. Like you're killing
My
it.
grandma was an alumni,
Nice.
an alumni from RSU.
Yeah.
I watched her, I don't know, I was probably 8 years old, graduated from
crazy.
RSU, and she went back after all of her kids were grown. She had grandkids, and she said, I want to be a nurse. I'm going back.
Oh, yeah,
and she
man.
did it.
Non-traditional
it was
all
just
the
one of
time.
those. And she went to RSU nursing school. And she was probably the best nurse I ever knew.
That's awesome.
Just maybe I'm not, not
biased
being
at all.
biased at
Yeah,
all.
not at all.
I mean, that lady was an amazing person. She had the heart for a nurse.
You know
what I mean? Like it takes
that's
a
what
special.
you gotta do.
It takes a special type.
Again,
of
back to my wife. I try to get her to quit teaching every year, and she's like, "Yeah, this is my calling." I'm like,
what else am I supposed to do?
You're right. You should do
It's
that.
getting crazier every year.
It is that.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know either.
I subbed one day. I was substitute teach for one day, and I was like, oh.
You're like,
And it was half a day. It wasn't even a full day. It was half a day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And granted, it was the 4th grade, so they were a little bit crazy, but
imagine if every parent had to sub for half a day.
they would
I bet the world would
change your mind a lot about the stuff that we complain about to our teachers about little things like, oh, my kid, you don't understand.
You're like, you're right.
It's you. Like I don't want to.
Just being in a room with 22 6-year-olds, like, period.
Yeah,
I'm out. Like, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I've been there, and I'm like, 10, 20 minutes,
hi,
I'm good.
Yeah,
That's good.
See you guys later. Yeah, I don't know how she does it, but you gotta have a heart for it.
Yeah,
it's just
for
that
sure.
person.
This audio was created with async.com.
I don't know how she does it, but you gotta have a heart for it.
Yeah,
it's just
for
that
sure.
person. Again, every person is made to do something.
Absolutely.
That's the great thing about communities.
For sure.
So, we talked about the hidden gems, things like that, and kind of getting back into that community feel. What does community kind of mean to you? Like, when you think about community, what comes to your mind?
I mean, the thing that pops in my head now, and probably will forever, was the tornado a couple years ago, and now, because it's been 2 years ago, right?
2 years in May.
Which is crazy. We were out at the rodeo helping out, do stuff, and the tornado hit, and that night was nuts. Like, I can't believe, because we've just gotten home, and we live not too far from the rodeo
we don't
grounds.
live too far from you.
Yeah,
So.
and like, we could hear it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember how loud it was, and I was like, oh, we're not that close, but we can still hear it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how loud it was. But anyway, all that said, that next morning, we're supposed to have the rodeo again that next day, which obviously didn't happen.
Yeah.
And we started cooking and making meals for people and stuff. And dude, people were showing up left and right. It was crazy. Like, when I say crazy, like, we had the beer trailer that was so full of eggs that we were like, stop bringing eggs.
We don't need any more
out
eggs.
of eggs. Like, we don't have room for this. And it was awesome. Like, and there were people there from, every socioeconomic background you can think of.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Because, they didn't have power, and their house either got hit or didn't.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't matter if you're a lawyer or, live in a trailer, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, everybody needed help.
Nobody had power. Literally, the whole town of Claremore was out of power. It was crazy.
And so it was awesome. So I feel like that was, to me, as an adult now, that's probably the biggest community thing where I'm like, oh, wow, everybody just really helped each other a lot. Like,
it really,
everybody.
It made me feel good and positive about our community. I think.
Oh, for sure.
It was something, going back to a negative thing became a positive.
Absolutely.
Watching how the community came together and just how everybody kind of forgot about everything about your political background, whatever it was. It was it was a neighbor. Yeah, it was, you were helping a neighbor because we all were affected.
For sure.
And driving back from that, it was like literally it was like I was in Twister, like the movie.
Yeah.
Driving through town, coming back in was just like when people are standing on the side of the road in their pajamas and trees,
half
a house,
like,
and like a shed literally in the middle of the road, like crazy things that you never thought I'd see. Because we left, nuts. We were like, we're getting out of here, and so we got on the turnpike and started going to the vertigrass. We look over, there's the tornado. We see this black thing, and we're like, that's the tornado. And it's going right towards our house. It's going right through town.
Yeah.
It was insane. But afterwards, that next morning, not even the morning. Technically it was. But
middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
Yeah.
people are out there. I mean, the roads, it took us 2 hours to get back from Verdigris.
Sure.
That's a 15-minute drive.
Right. Yeah.
And so it was, the roads were just impassable.
Yeah.
That next morning, I mean, the morning, you could drive down most of the roads.
People had cleared.
They had at least had one spot open where at least one car could get through, so people could get in and out if they needed to get out of their home. Because before, I mean, and these were just random people that were just
just working.
They showed up and I got a chainsaw. I started cutting down trees,
100%,
and branches off a road. It's like insane.
It was crazy. Like it was absolutely nuts. And I felt so bad because we were totally those people that left our house. Like, we're going to drive around. It really wasn't a looky-loo. It felt like it wasn't. But then now looking back, I'm like, okay, it was a little bit to looky-loo. But we took off and we drove over by Claremont. And dude. And the reason we did, to be honest, is my buddy Tony had called, and I think he said I think it was his grandma. He was like, I don't know if she has power. I don't know, but I can't get there. I'm trying. Yeah. So it was one of those things. We started off like that, and then she was
just
fine.
came out.
But anyway, it was just, that was mind blowing.
It was so insane. But watching the community come together, we went and volunteered at Mercy Chef when they came in, and that honestly, I was so exhausted because it was. I mean, we were doing thousands of meals a day. I mean, per meal, per lunch, per breakfast, thousands of them. Yeah, and
it was incredible.
It was, but. Honestly, like if I could do that for a job every single day,
it was a blast.
I would feel like I would go to work every day. Like, let's do this. Yeah. I mean, you're tired, but shoot, it was. I don't know. There was just something. Yeah.
Well, there's something
about it.
There's something about like this sounds crazy, but helping people in their darkest moment. Yeah. Where you're like this. What else? What's better? Do? Yeah. What's better, and why would I not be doing this? Yeah, why am I not helping? Yeah.
What else? I mean, because our house was fairly okay. Yeah. But we kind of had. Survivor's guilt in a sense because some of our neighbors literally had nothing left. Yeah. And some of them had no insurance and stuff. And so it was just I feel bad. Yeah. I feel guilty that we still have a house and things like that. So let's go volunteer. And so that's what we did. That's awesome, I worked from home because at the time, and so I couldn't work. Right. So.
Well, and I mean,
I was like, might as well go do something.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah. So that would be mine. Probably back to community. Community to me is being able to reach out to people and through different things that I've done in Claremore. And this is kind of the funny-ish story is I remember being on the rodeo committee a long time ago. And I always tell this story because we were in a room with 15 people. And it was one of those okay, does anybody have a snow cone guy? Right. Which is fine. And then somebody's like, anybody have a pony guy? And I'm like, no, and 3 people raise their hand I got a pony guy. I'm like, what? Who has a pony guy? What do you have? And pony rides. It just made me laugh. To this day, I'm like, of course you do. But now I have all these people on my phone where I'm like, man, if I need a pony, you know what I mean? If I need pony rides, I got a guy. Let's go.
People are always like, do you do this or do you know something? I'm like, I know somebody. I have a phone full. 100%. I have a phone full, and I'm the first one. I will gas at my friends, everybody else. Use them. They're awesome.
For sure. Absolutely.
But I will.
Yeah. Well, Ashley May, and I did more Claremore together for 8 years. And it was crazy. The amount of people that we made connections with.
Oh, I bet.
That you just didn't know. It was great. I'm like, oh, you mean you do this? If I had one person tell me they made hats and t-shirts, I had 75 people tell me they made hats and t-shirts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And before,
I had no clue. I wouldn't have known.
How could you get how do you get a hat made?
I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. I'm like, oh, now I do. But
that's the same way. Doing this podcast, you meet so many different people that I would never thought of even talking to be honest.
And then back to your, I say ADHD situation. You just assume that's how everybody functions, and you're you don't have 50 numbers in your phone of people you met one time for 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
And I'm like, oh, I thought that was just what everybody did.
A couple of years ago, I had to go through my phone, and I'm like, I don't even remember who this person.
Oh, 100%.
And I have descriptive things in it, and they're such and such, and I'm like, I still don't know what that means. I didn't give myself well enough. I had to go through and start deleting a bunch of stuff because I had no idea these contacts I had lost over the years, and probably weren't even their phone numbers anymore.
Probably not. But I'm don't even work in the job that they're in.
I meet somebody, and 5 minutes later, I feel like if I go to the gas, I'm telling you, when I go to Mavericks, I'm not there for 2 minutes. I'm 10, 15 minutes, and then I finally get out the door. And I don't hate it. I love it. I love the people that work there. But it's. Yeah, and I hope they consider me as a friend because I consider them friends.
I hope,
but they're workers that work at Mavericks that I've met. I go there too much, you know what I mean? Kind of thing. But I'm
for sure.
But I always tell people, there's my friend so and so, and they're like, oh yeah, what's their last name? And I'm like,
Nope.
They're your friend? Yes, kinda.
And we know each other.
I met them
We're
once.
familiar. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
no, my wife's Facebook memory a couple days ago was John Mulaney, stand-up comedian from 7 years ago, and he's like, I have the desire for people to like me. So when we go out, my wife says it's like walking around with the person running for mayor of nothing, which is like amazing. Like, it's the best line. And my wife's like,
Yep.
yeah, that's you. I was like, you're not
I'm
wrong.
right there with you. I'm like, we did a show the other day and earlier this month, and my boss was like, Phil, it's time to run for mayor. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. He's like, everybody loves you. And I was like, I'm good with that.
Yeah, but would they if I was mayor? Probably not.
Probably not. But I'm like,
that's funny.
You just, I don't know, just have fun. Talk to people.
I like
they make their day a little bit better. You know how many times I've had somebody go, I needed that smile today. Or I like nice. Walking out of Walmart. Like walking out of Walmart. Some lady, I just smile and nod my head, and she goes, "What a beautiful smile! I needed that." And like just starts going off, and I'm like, "Great!" I'm like, "Perfect!" It made me happy. It made me smile, and
everybody wins.
Whoever it was just a little thing.
That's awesome.
Just putting a little bit of effort out there is just
absolutely
insane. What you can, like I said, goes back to the energy thing. You throw around. If you go around throwing around negative energy, everybody's going to be, But if you're like, hey, how are you doing? It may be a lot for them, but they're going to eventually start to feel a little loose.
Have a pretty good day.
That's not too bad, actually, you know, like, so, you know, kind of goes that route.
Oh, for sure.
So now I guess we're going to go ahead. We have sponsors, so we're going to take a break. This is going to be the sponsor, but when we come back, Travis is going to play us a little tune.
Sure, let's do it.
Yes. Travis is going to play a little tune for us. So all right. We'll be back right after this.
Boom.
Looking for a portable building that's built tough, looks great, and won't break the bank? Come see us at Bison Built Portable Buildings in Pryor. We've got you covered with a huge selection from new and used buildings ready for you. From utility sheds, lofted barns, greenhouses, chicken coops, and gazebos. Whether you need the extra space at home, a workshop, a she shed, man cave, or a place just to keep your tools and equipment, we've got something for you. At Bison Built, our buildings are made to last with quality materials, strong construction, and the style that people, well, they love. And the best part, we made it so easy. There's no credit checks, easy financing options, low monthly payments. So, if you're ready to upgrade your storage and add more space to your property, come see us today at 102 North Mill Street in Pryor, right off of Highway 69, or give us a call or text at 918-313-1591. Bison Built Portable Buildings in Pryor. Strong buildings, great deals, and a service you can count on. They're just built. Bison tough. All right.
Boom.
All righty, guys. We're back. Trav, go ahead, take it away, Bubba.
All right, let's do it. So you come back around, your heart's been lost and found, you're now ready to commit. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm through, not much that you can do, I'm sick and tired of all this. So walk away from me, girl. Yeah, anywhere else in this whole dang world. Can't you just let me be? Yeah, let me just be me. Say now you've seen the light, can't tell the day from night. You're so caught up from this stress. Well, let me help you out. It's night when the moon's about and I'm done dealing with your mess. So walk away from me, girl. Yeah, anywhere else in this whole dang world. Can't you just let me be? Yeah, let me just be me. Can't you just let me be? Yeah, let me just be me.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Heck yeah. Guys, before we go,
Yeah, man.
I'm going to ask my one question that I like to ask everybody.
Let's hear it.
Because this is this is your chance to be a little bit theological, I guess.
Sure.
But what does success mean to you? I know we kind of talked about it a little bit, but like,
Sure.
what is, because it always looks different for everybody else. What does that
Absolutely.
mean for you?
Man, I've got one kid, and seeing him be happy and enjoy life would be success for me. That's all I would need to have happen. To be honest, that's the shortest version. And then everything else is gravy at this point.
Yeah,
and man, been married 23 years coming up in May.
Amazing.
And love my wife, love my family, and success is here. So
That's
I'm
success.
just, like I said, everything else is.
You're kind of art you're living is what you're feeling.
I'm here.
You're living success.
I'm living success.
I love it.
I love it.
Dude.
Thank you so much for having me,
Travis,
man.
thank
This
you
has
for
been a
coming
blast,
on,
brother.
Bubba. I love you, Bubba.
I love you too, man. This
Guys,
is awesome.
thanks for listening to another episode of I Never Met a Stranger and Didn't Like. Talk to you soon.
This audio was created with async.com.